Yo, what is up, everybody? It's the Dummast Podcast live again, coming at you. We are having an Elden Ring discussion here with my boy Excelsior. What's up, Excelsior?
What's going on with you, man? How you doing?
I'm good on this lovely Sunday. Taking a break out of WWE 2K22 to talk about some Elden Ring. How you liking the game so far, man?
Elden Ring is dope, man. It's my first. Well, it's everybody's first time in an open world Souls game, so that's kind of crazy. Because most Souls games are usually pretty linear. I started out my very first Souls game was Dark Souls. I played Dark Souls. I beat that. Little challenging. Then I played. I can't remember if it was Dark Souls 2 or 3. I beat that. But I vaguely remember it. Then I played Demon Souls, which I also have a copy of because they just remastered it for PS5.
Okay.
So I don't know if y'all can actually see that, but
yeah,
it's kind of wonky with the filter,
so you say it was more linear. So I'm guessing
it
wasn't open world.
No, you couldn't like, so you would be going through a castle and you would bump into a boss and you couldn't go around that boss. You had to beat it. You had to actually, you had to get good and beat it. Right.
Okay.
That's where the get good culture actually kind of came from, was the fact that it was linear and you had to get good to beat it, you know.
So you're unlike me. I have no experience in a Souls game. I knew nothing of it, but like just looking at the trailers, looking at everything for it. And even if you could remember when we did the video game roundtable at the end of 2021, I said this was the game I had to play just off the trailers alone. This right here, this game is something I have to get my hands on. It looked great. It looked amazing. It's right up my alley because I love like period games.
Right.
You know, set in, the old times with castles and knights and shit like that. That shit right up my alley. I love that shit. And I like I said, I just had to play it. Knew nothing of it going in, and just went into it with an open mind.
Right.
So you said this is not your first Souls game. So how many Souls games has it been?
Oh, it's been a lot. So you got Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. You have Demon Souls, which I was just talking about, which came out for PS3 originally. It took me a year to beat that game.
Oh damn! Are they pretty long games?
I'd say about 40-50 hours if I'm thinking about it right. I might be shortchanging it a little bit, but they're not like your traditional story game either. These games are actually kind of challenging in the fact that you have to learn certain patterns, even of like regular enemies, not just bosses and sub bosses and dungeons and stuff like that, because you have enemies that can 1 or 2 shot you still just being regular enemies, it's a lot of people that couldn't get past the tree Sentinel, which is one of the first encounters that you have with basically a boss in the game of Elden Ring. And I knew from the gate, just looking at the tree Sentinel and hearing it when you play the game, I knew from the gate I was ill-equipped to even go mess with him at all. From hearing him and his horse. Just because if you played Souls games, like I've played my fair share. I played the first 3 Souls, Dark Souls. I played Demon Souls. I played Bloodborne. I haven't beaten Bloodborne. I've never
Bloodborne.
played.
This is another Souls game.
Bloodborne is from Soft. They basically made the game, and it's basically a Souls game just like this, but it's more centered around the dodging and not having a shield per se all the time.
Gotcha.
But also Sekiro is another game that FromSoft made that is in this vein as well. I haven't played that either. But I've heard a lot of shit about it, and I've heard it's kind of tough. That one is more based in parrying. So they all have like their own little niche mechanic that they kind of try to emphasize on. But this one is more like everything all together.
Now, before you get into that, so okay, so this is not your first rodeo with a Souls game.
No, I'm not an expert either, though.
Right, right, right.
I would never sit up here and act like I know everything about Souls games or nothing like that. I don't. Trust me. I'm a guy that'll make a build or focus on a build
Okay.
and kind of seek guidance as I get through the game.
Okay.
Not to copy anybody else or anything like that, but just to kind of see where other people were headed with what they did.
Okay. And just to let everybody know, this is you. We're watching you play. I'm actually in your stream too, just watching. But this is you playing. You streamed this the other day. I wanted to kind of put this on here. I'm gonna show some footage from me earlier. But to continue and just piggyback off what you said, not your first rodeo with the Souls games. How does this game hold up to the rest?
To me, it's one of the top. I would
one of the top. Okay.
One of the top, yeah, because your first experience is always gonna kind of, I guess, make you a little biased.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I got you.
So like the very first Dark Souls is really holds a place for me because it was different. You know what I'm saying? Like there weren't many games that actually challenged you to think and be like, okay, I need to not be as aggressive here, or I need to be more aggressive in this spot. I need to guard a little bit more right here instead of being aggressive. It teaches you how to approach enemies in a different manner so that you're not always thinking of enemies as the same.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense, man.
But like these skeletons right here, there are other skeletons in the game.
Yes,
like when you knock them down, if you don't hit them again, they will rise up and start trying to attack you again, fully assemble themselves to get together again and just start trying to attack you because they're imbued with dark magic.
Nah, I don't know if you know this, but you can actually kill them when they don't come back up.
Well, yeah, you can. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. If you don't know that, you know what I'm saying?
I found out the hard way. It took me a while.
They'll turn around and kill your ass. Like it's just that type of thing that you have to be aware of. And like the different attack patterns and stuff like that. That's something that's a FromSoft thing. They bake that into all their games.
Got you. Now, I'm gonna talk about my first impressions. Like I said, when I saw the previews and I was looking at the previews for a long while, I was like, this is something I have to get into. Right. To be honest, I didn't know nothing about a Souls game. Nothing. Never played one, didn't know nothing about it. And I'm in there. I get in and I'm like, okay, I'm excited. I'm like, man, I'm about to see what this is about. Step out. It's like, oh, I'll go over here and fight this guy. Blick up, kills me. What's going on? Why? What is this? Like, what is this? All right,
let me ask you another question, because this is a lot of things. See, now I get to sit on the other side because it's a lot of things that new players just disregard. Like they just throw shit out the window and just start playing these games and don't realize that these games are kind of challenging. Did you get to see the tutorial?
I did, but not at first because I kept going. I kept going. So
there are messages on the ground for people that don't know. There are messages on the ground all through the game telling you shit.
I did not know what
trolling you and all kinds of shit.
Again, I did not know what these things were. I'm like, an appraisal. What is this? I did not know what those things were. So I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out on the way. And I think I played the game for a good 2 days, not continuously. I got kids and everything, so I can barely get in. I can't say barely get in, but I get in. But it's not like a continuous in there. I got small children, so it was about 2 days before I figured out I skipped the tutorial. So I went through I'm like, oh, okay. But again, I had no idea, and I thought I was doing something wrong. I swear I thought because there's no story. They just drop you in the middle of nowhere.
They don't hold your hand.
They don't, right. It is just like, it's like, what is this? What am I doing? I gotta be doing something wrong. So I went back to where I came from, and I was like, oh, there's the tutorial. 2 days later, 2 or 3 days later. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I started playing the game more and more and building up my character, and I just getting tips online. I'm following this one guy called Fighting Cowboy.
Okay. He's
Shout
got a
out to
nice following.
yeah, shout out to Fighting Cowboy because he's a really good um Elden Ring teacher. But got a lot of stuff, build up my character. It's to the point now I'm like one swing killing most things out there.
Right.
The sub bosses are little to no challenge at all. I mean,
Okay.
he's helped me build a really strong build. Um it's my impressions of the game. At first it was frustrating. I don't know if you remember my the messages I would put in the R chat,
I do.
in the CTD chat.
I
I'm
do.
like, man, this is frustrating, but I'm gonna stick with it.
Right.
I'm
And then
loving, and I wasn't mad at the game.
right.
Because the game just looks so beautiful, and it's just you riding around on a horse and all that. I mean, it just it wasn't something I disliked right off the bat. I didn't.
Right.
I was like, I'm gonna give this a chance because way too many people are out here having fun, and I need to know why.
Right.
So I stuck with it, man, and I'm glad I did because I'm not saying I'm OP right now, but my character, I know I got a good build. If I'm I got that blood thing, and I'm really tearing people down with that blood thing sword.
Right.
But man, I'm loving it so far, man.
But
Definitely.
you did a vagabond or did you do a samurai?
I'm a warrior, I think.
You're a warrior? Okay.
Yeah,
That's a pretty
yeah.
good build. See, like I've played enough of these that I've done like what they call like a vagabond, which is basically what a warrior is too.
Okay.
It's just got a little bit more stats in another area, probably strength or something like that. But
Okay.
I've played enough of these games to know that you can't get by on just strength. Like you
Right.
have to be able to have
Right.
either incantations or spells. So I'm not really a spells guy because I know spells take up a lot of magic and they need a lot of intelligence. So I want to be able to get by with using strength and some incantations, but not too many. So I chose a confessor.
Okay.
But I'm going for like a reaper of death is what I'm going for. Which is
Gotcha.
why my build has all the faith that it has.
Right. I'm putting a lot of stuff into strength, vigor, of course. I do have mine is a base strength build.
Right.
So definitely dexterity. That's important.
Yeah, you have
because
to.
the last thing you want to do is have a fat roll.
Right.
And I'm seeing, we were talking about it earlier with the brass shield. I got that. And I can't use it yet. And I know you say I can change some things around to use the turtle medallion, but I got that and I can't use it. I got the great sword.
Because it makes you fat roll. Yeah, that gray sword weighs a lot too.
Yeah.
And what I've learned is that you don't have to have necessarily big weapons to do lots of damage.
Right.
So like I have the I forget what it's called, but I have this scythe and it has the angel's wings Ash of War on it already. You don't have to add an Ash of War and you can't add an Ash of War to it. But the move is so devastating. Like you do a slash up and then like it's an automatic lock on slash down to whatever enemy also. And it does so much holy damage that it's oh my goodness. I love it.
Wow. That's
it's a dope ass weapon.
That's crazy. What are you finding out people's impressions of the game? Like what are you seeing online? Like are you seeing a lot of people talking about it, and how is it recepted?
Most of the people I'm seeing love the game. That's the most of the people, but then I do see people that are saying like, oh, it's so challenging, it's this, that, and the third, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, people just want easy. People just want easy. They want it easy.
I think that's funny because why would you pick up a Souls game thinking it was going to be easy in the first place? Like
maybe they're like me though. Maybe
I mean, I get that, but have they put in the time to study their surroundings and go about things how you did though? That's the thing. See, and then even that getting so far into the game, after a while, you find out that there are things still stronger than you.
Yes. No, I can't run up on everybody now.
Right. And when you run into those things and you can't beat those things the way you beat everything else, it forces you to think and do things differently. So that's the challenge I see a lot of people go into. But my thing is, I love the challenge.
Right.
So to me, this is all a learning experience in the gist of a challenge, trying to get past this one particular part at the same time.
Got you. This is footage of me fighting a dragon, so we're gonna talk with that rolling, but nothing too special here, man. I just really, before we even get off the dragon, I
But
just really like
this is
the
really
dragon.
one of the first enemies too that you really benefit from having the horse.
Yeah.
Because this particular dragon, Agil, like he has a fire spread that's so crazy. Like
Yeah.
that you wouldn't be able to get away on foot. You would never be able to dodge it. You
Nah,
have to be
nah.
on that horse.
See, I believe when I played this,
There was never a horse in a Souls game either,
oh
by the
really?
way. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. That's cool then.
the
I
first
pre-
horse in the Souls game
yeah,
too.
we should feel honored because
Oh yeah.
that horse does come in handy. So I think I played this wrong. I think I should have been more in the dragon's face, and that's what a lot of people were saying. I didn't
Nah.
have him attack me from
So
behind.
with these, it's really a feel, right? Where you were wasn't bad. What you didn't do was you didn't keep your eye on them at all times. And I'm not saying you have to lock on to them, but you have to know where it was, because you definitely you almost got cooked a couple times.
Yeah, I
And I
beat him.
saw
I
it.
mean, I
But
beat
yeah,
him.
no, you got
It
him.
wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was. I wouldn't say it was overly hard.
Nah.
I kind of figured it out. I think if I would have stayed like right now, I'm in his face. I could have stayed in his face and probably
Well,
got
attacking the
off a
foot,
few more charge
attack
swings.
attacking the foot and staying behind is a good strategy, because you need that on bigger bosses where they can't move as well as you do. So
You
that's
see
a
that?
good
You see
strategy.
that right there? The roll. See how fast my roll is with that brass shield. I never could have rolled that fast. So
You can't.
once
You
I
just
get,
gotta
yeah, I got to get my strength up.
switch your
Yeah,
stuff
at
up
the
and get your
yeah.
strength up. Yeah, it's all about scaling. That's all.
Yeah. But oh, here's my reception from what I'm seeing a lot of people like this game, and I'm seeing a lot of first time uh players like myself. Now, my everyday job, I talk to a lot of people. I talk to a lot of gamers on my everyday job, like
Right.
a lot of gamers. And usually, I'm in sales, so usually I'm asking people, I'm having a conversation with them to kind of break the ice, and they'll tell me they're a gamer just through conversation, and I'm like, oh, what you playing? And damn near everybody for the last month or so
It's been
is
saying Elden
telling
Ring.
me Elden Ring.
Right.
And just through the conversation, I'm asking like, uh, is it your first time playing a Souls game? And they're saying yes. So a lot of people are out there just like me. Who makes this game? Who makes Souls?
They're called From Software.
Okay, they're gonna have a more of a following now,
Well,
because
they actually
game,
their projected sales were for 4 million. They got to 12.
Yeah, they
Like
got a lot of new fans now,
that's
because like
crazy.
I don't know what I've been missing.
You've been missing a lot.
I've been
If you
missing.
if
Yeah, I don't. I feel bad for not picking something like this.
I would say if you had a PS5 and you had access to get like Demon Souls, I would say get it, because it's just as beautiful as this is. It's just not open world. When they remastered Demon Souls, I don't think too many people were paying attention because they're not Souls fans. I don't think that many people were paying attention to how beautiful that remake is. It's definitely one of the best remakes that they've had. In gaming, it's one of the best remakes in gaming. Period.
Okay. How many bosses have you defeated so far?
Main bosses, just the two, Margit and Godric. Those are the only two main bosses I beat. But like dungeons and
I've been doing a lot of dungeons.
I knocked the tree sentinel out the other day. Probably like 7 or 8 hits with the scythe on my horse, just riding by him, just knocked him out. But it's cool to see yourself go from like getting one-shotted by something like that to going up and tapping it like 5-6 times and it's dead. It's a lot of satisfaction you get in that.
You know what? There is like you said, a lot of satisfaction. There is something to, kind of investing your time into your build,
right?
And seeing that you couldn't either by strength or just not knowing how to play the game. It's something to just just seeing the fruits of your labor pay off. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right.
getting one swing killed by a rank and file enemy, and now you just bink and he's gone. You know, doing 700 damage off one
Right.
swing.
I'll give you
It's
another
something to
example
that, man.
too. So like I know you've seen it in the game. There's these two
Yo, we got Nimsy
a
in the house.
raid. No, that's a
Nimsy
raid.
says,
You got a
"Oh, this is a
raid.
raid. We got a raid
Yeah,
going.
you got
Okay,
raided
all
from
right.
Nimsy. She was doing a test stream.
Okay.
Shout out to Nimsy. What's going on, Dusk? How you
Nimsy, come
doing?
in here. Come in here if you can. If you can. It's something I want to ask Nimsy. If she can get in here, I'll try to hold off.
Okay.
But it's something I wanted to ask her, something she said I thought was pretty cool.
Appreciate all the raiders that came through. No, but we sitting here talking about Elden Ring, you guys. But I just feel like this is the most accessible Souls game to date. Like everybody can just jump into this game because you don't have to go down that linear path of beating these enemies.
Right.
And there are ways to just bypass it. Like there's a whole path that goes under the castle, so you don't have to fight Godric.
Oh,
like
okay.
You can go completely around Godric and go explore other areas and stuff like that. So it's a lot of stuff in the game that makes it really accessible. I love Elden Ring, but that's a secret, you know. Listen, Dusk, I like the game, man. It's definitely different. It gives me a joy to play. I haven't had a game that like I'm sitting down, like I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and it's an open world game like that. It's been a long time. Probably Immortals Phoenix Rising was the last one like that.
Yeah, and that's another one I kind of lacked on streaming. Maybe I might get into that tomorrow. But just for the people who are listening to the podcast on Spotify and Podbean and Apple Podcast, we got people that actually come in here to comment. So I kind of try to read them. Dr. Dusk says, love Elden Ring, but that's a secret, you know. And we had Sandra the Elite.
No,
I'm sorry,
Sarada.
I said Sandra. Sarada. I'm sorry about that. Butchered your name. Just sending us some love too. So thanks for
those are people's from Nimsy's stream that are jumping in the conversation on Twitch.
Nimsy, pop in. There she go. There she is. Nimsy, Miss C Nina Mayo. How you doing?
Hi,
Nimsy.
I don't know if she can hear us yet.
Nimsy. All right, we'll wait till Nimsy. Oh, there she is.
Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
All right, Nimsy.
Hi.
Hi.
So everybody, this is Miss C Nina Mayo, regular on the podcast, famous Twitch streamer.
How y'all doing? No.
All right, so Nimsy, I wanted to ask you, and
Yes.
she got a lot of names, so I might call her one of 5 or 6. But Nimsy, you said you had something going on with your Twitch followers when it comes to Elden Ring. Can you explain that?
Oh man. Okay. I know about the Souls games. I have not played them. I take great joy in sitting next to whoever is going to be brave enough to go venture through them Souls games. Okay. I could talk to you about the game all day, like I actually played it, but have I actually played it? Hell, no.
Okay.
I'm spoiled. I'm used to playing The Witcher, where I run up on a NPC and they be like, "Hey, motherfucker, it's too big for you. Go turn around and level up." And
well, it gives you an actual readout too on The Witcher. It tells you, hey,
Yeah.
it puts a red skull above its head. It's like, hey, you might not want to fuck with this right now.
No, buddy.
Ain't none of that in Elden Ring. None of that.
And then it's not even if it wasn't any of that, I'd still be okay. My issue is that the motherfucking guard picking his nose at the front of the castle can one-shot the shit out of me and I'm dead. No.
Right.
No.
Freaking field mouse could pop up in
everything.
There are rats in the game that can actually two-shot you.
I've seen that.
I went into this my first day playing the game. I find my way into a dungeon, right? And it's a bunch of big ass rats in there. Man, them rats whooped my ass.
It's funny because like I was telling her too. I was like, it's like these little imps that are walking around with
Man,
like
those
they
things
got
are
like
hard.
they have maces or they might have like a hatchet or a hook or
They
something.
throw rocks. Them things
Oh
are legit hard, bro, because
yeah,
you don't see them.
no,
And
you don't.
they have like a 3 or 4 pronged attack. And you can't, and it's basically iframes. It's nothing you can do. You got to wait till the attack is over for you to even do anything.
That's
So
hilarious.
yeah,
Listen,
it's crazy. But see, Nina Mayo, finish the fight because you say you're not gonna play it unless
I am playing it, but here's my thing. I'm gonna die like the entire stream. And to me, if I'm dying like that, then that's not entertaining. Okay, the different ways I die might be entertaining, but after like the 20,000th time I die, some people are gonna leave me. So if I'm gonna lose followers from playing this game because y'all want to see me die so much, pay me
You're not
first.
gonna lose followers. You're not
so
gonna lose
she's gonna
followers.
play. She's
No,
gonna
I am
play.
gonna, but you
No,
gotta make it worth
most
my
people
while.
love to
Okay?
see. This is why people love to see people stream Souls games, and I'm being dead serious. A lot of people will want to see you struggle, but then when you get past it, they want to see your success. Also,
Yeah.
they want to see what happens after that, which is
Right.
really good. So it's
Sadada
never
the
like that.
Elite says she will rage if she dies repeatedly. We making her suffer anyway.
Man,
Listen,
that's okay, because that's what the subs is for. It's all
I,
right.
I
Okay.
want to distinguish this too because a lot of people say, "Oh, Cuphead is Souls like," and it's
yes,
hard like that. Nah,
man. No,
Don't
you
Cuphead
know
put
what?
Cuphead on me.
Cuphead don't compare to this.
Cuphead frustrated the fuck out of me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's a
Cuphead.
frustrating game, but it's not Souls like.
You know what? I would say Cuphead. You're supposed to die in some parts
Yeah,
because you don't know how to, like, you run up on something for the first time, you don't know what to do, and you're gonna die. So you got to kind of remember it. I don't think Souls is too much like that. You could pretty much stay away from some things on Souls
right,
and get
right.
by.
Well, in Elden Ring, you can pretty much stay away from some things. In like Demon Souls,
That's what
you
I meant.
can't.
That's what I meant. Elden Ring.
Right. In other Souls games, you can't, which is crazy.
No, you cannot. That's why I don't.
Smile
play.
5, the truth says I'm an Elden Ring sweat.
How many times
Oh,
you
that's right.
die, Smiles? See, Smiles want to see me play so he can see me die.
I haven't even kept track of how many times I die. I'm pretty sure
No,
it's
I'm gonna
nearing
put it.
about 200 times though.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
don't
put a
think
death
I've died
counter up
200
there.
times. I got it. Is it a way you could tell?
I think when you beat the game, it tells you how many times you died.
I would say,
If
I
I
would venture
remember
to say
right.
I've died about 50 to 75 times.
I probably would.
But most of it was like the first two days I was telling you about.
Nah, because I've gotten into
But you've probably put in more hours than me, so
I got about 35 hours put in.
okay.
But I've been battling shit and rolled off a ledge and all kinds. Like I've died in the most dumb ways. Like I've run to a room where I've hit a lever to get on an elevator, and the elevator's not there when you run back. So when you run back and you try and get on the elevator, it's just a hole there. You forgot to pull the lever. Boom, you dead.
Yeah, I've that's happened to me before.
So
stuck.
I've died like that like 4 or 5 times. I just accumulate all that. It might not be 200, but I'm probably nearing 100 or so.
Nonsensical. What's up, man? How you feeling? He asks, how was the Silver Fox doing?
Oh, Craigie is here.
Yo, Craigie.
You should have seen me how we were raging on the second aisle on hard mode.
It's talking about Cuphead.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a different game. I love Elden Ring. It's probably my game of the year, actually, so far. It's gonna be hard to take this spot. I think a lot of people will play it and enjoy it if they study it and understand what their build is supposed to be going toward.
That's cool, man.
That's
cool. I would say
she's got followers. She's got her followers basically giving her subs to play this game.
Yep,
is what she was getting to.
They're gonna once we hit the sub goal, I will play Elden Ring.
There we go. What's the sub goal?
The sub goal was 20 subs. But Twitch wouldn't let me like delete the sub points I already had. So we started out at 20. So when we hit 40 and we like at 27 now. So
Okay, Craigie. Yes, this is a podcast. We are live, so hop
What's
in,
going
man.
on,
You want to
Craigie?
come in? Well, I'll let you in. Somebody send them the link. We'll let you in, man. Send that link out. Let
Craigie plays Elden
Craigie
Ring.
plays Elden Ring too, actually.
Get
You can
in here.
Come on here, Craigie, and tell us.
I would love to hear your take on Elden Ring. Seriously,
what you think about it so far.
In effect,
you know.
Yep. But so you haven't played at all, Nina?
No,
you haven't picked it up.
No,
come on, you got to take that leap.
Unfortunately,
you got to take that leap.
I have. Unfortunately, until I hit the sub, I'm not allowed to until the sub goal is complete. So if y'all want to see me play Elden Ring that bad, y'all know what to do. Hit that motherfucking sub button.
I'm about to go
y'all
to
can
bed.
give
Unfortunately,
subs and
otherwise, for sure.
Craigie lives in the UK, so it's
that's right.
five hours ahead.
He does live in the UK.
Mm-hmm. We appreciate you being here, Craigie. But I think if you give the game a chance, you anybody, not just people that like Souls games, or not just people that are if you like open world games, I think it's a game you should try. Just because of the sheer beauty of the game when you get to certain parts.
And it's a vast game. It is really beautiful. And I haven't even opened up the whole map. Have you opened up the whole map?
No, but spoiler alert, there's a map under the map.
Wow. See, that sounds like
what?
Spoiler alert, there is a map under the map.
Doug said he would like to say he don't participate in such things, but that would be a lie.
Oh man. Listen.
Right, so
Craigie beat it, okay?
Craigie says, but I honestly love Elden Ring. It's difficult, but it's a nice feeling when you kick a boss ass. Yes. Definitely.
That's what I was talking about with the tree sentinel. But like I said, I knew from past Souls games, just listening to the way and how armored he was, when I first got into the game and I saw the tree sentinel, I was like, I'm not fucking with him. I knew from the beginning. You can just tell because on PlayStation you can just hear all the armor, the horse. You can hear all that shit, and it's just like, nah, I'm not ready for that yet. You can tell. So some shit you have to assess for yourself and be like, I don't know, maybe I can take this. And then there are some things it's like, man, I shouldn't even fucked with Buddy.
Maybe I might be able to take
it's some big ass like shrimps in the game that live in like the water and shit.
Bro, them big ass lobsters, bro.
No, they're shrimps too. Like I don't know if they're shrimps, but they're fucking like they're big as hell, and they're not lobsters or crabs. Like they're big.
Yeah, those big ass octopus. They're pretty easy though.
Oh man, Craigie said he had to Google the tree sentinel. He spent like an hour on him.
Man, I'm Googling.
Really?
I'm Googling a lot.
I beat the tree sentinel the other day, Craigie, with like 7 hits. Not even bullshit.
See, that's because you got, you have.
I got the winged sight.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that ain't the only reason though. Like if you level up your weapons and yourself, like you'll do well. You'll do well. Yeah. It's a pretty good game.
This is me on Margit. Here's the thing with Margit, a lot of people were like, yeah, when you get to Margit, it's gonna be hard. I died once.
That's because you went and leveled up, and
I leveled the fuck up. Yes, I died once, but then I figured it out how to, and plus I was trying to get my record right, so I really wasn't paying all that well attention. So it was. A lot of people don't know there's a summon right before you get to him. There's a guy you're supposed to summon.
Let me tell you something about the summon though, right?
It raises
a lot of people.
Energy.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you summon another player or you summon a help or anything like that, not your actual summon, it raises the enemy's attack bar.
Definitely. But I mean, here's the thing with it. The reason why I like the summon, it's a distraction. Look at him. He's not even thinking about me.
Yeah, it's to get it's to get the aggro off of you.
Yep.
Basically.
Right. Correct.
Correct.
Then I get to do what I want. I get to do what I want. What's
up
with
you,
Mr.
bro?
Perfect Rob? What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Hope your Sunday is good.
Thanks for hopping in here.
You missed it. I was playing Smite for like an hour. I'm trying to get used to it. I don't like the soap gameplay.
But I don't know, man. Like you said, overall, this has been my favorite game. I think, like I mentioned,
recovering.
Yeah, when it like I mentioned on the roundtable we did when we talked about the games we're looking out for 2022, and I think we all mentioned Elden Ring.
Yeah.
You Ty, and you Charlie. We all mentioned Elden Ring, and it hasn't disappointed. We got to get Ty up in here, man. I would love to get his take on the game, man. But
The eye in the sky.
the eye in the sky, the eye in the sky. But yeah, I mean, anything else y'all want to add before we hop out of here?
I would just say if people, even if, like I said, if you're not a Souls fan, if you give this game a chance, if you play open world games, it's a game you definitely shouldn't miss. Don't be afraid of it because of people saying it's a challenge or it's hard.
It is a challenge. It is a challenge. You're gonna go in there and you're gonna get your ass whooped.
Yeah, you are.
but
what did you learn from it? See, even the developers from the game have said you have to embrace death because it's going to happen.
Right.
Embrace the death, learn from it, and move on. That's all you got to do.
Summons. Use your summons. Get the summons.
There's a whole community of people though that are against you using summons and help and all of that shit, man. Listen,
if it's part of the game, I'm taking advantage.
Exactly. Use the mechanics that the game has presented for you. Right. If you use those mechanics, you will be successful at this game. Period.
Use the game. I mean, they put it in there for a reason.
Definitely.
The game is hard enough. I mean, why not get some help?
Hell yeah. You should.
But we're about to get out of here. Everybody get your socials. Starting with you, Nina.
Oh, I just got done on twitch.tv/Nimsy69.
Let's go. And you, Charlie G. What's your socials, buddy?
You can see me at twitch.tv/Excelsior24, and you can hit me up on Twitter at KingCooper1982.
All right. And you can check me out on YouTube from Chicago to the Master Dummast Podcast. Check me out on Spotify, Apple CarPlay. I always say Apple CarPlay, but I just mean Apple Podcast. Check me out on IG and Twitter from Chicago to the Dummast Podcast. We are out.
Peace.